What's up, guys? Welcome back. Wow, that was aggressive. All right, today we're talking pulled pork barbecue. We're gonna get started by slathering this pork shoulder with a little bit of yellow mustard. If you've seen my rib video, you know this does not add any flavor, but it works as a binder for our spice rub that we're adding right now. I like to start with an all-purpose seasoning that contains salt, pepper, and garlic. Make sure that you season all sides, get the corners and the crevices. And then I add a layer of sweet rub and then a layer of spicy rub. Again, it's important to make sure you have an even layer throughout and pat your seasoning into the meat rather than rubbing it, as the name implies. You can use whatever your favorite seasonings are here. You can pick up a lot of good barbecue rubs from your local grocery store, or you can order some on Amazon. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll direct you to some of my favorites. This recipe can be done in the oven, however, I'm doing it today on my Traeger Pro 780. This is going to cook for about 1.5 hours per pound. While that pork shoulder is taking a smoke bath, we're going to go ahead and get our glaze started. Going in with some apple cider vinegar, some maple syrup, some Worcestershire sauce, and some hot sauce, along with some onion powder and a little bit more barbecue seasoning. Give that a nice mix together. Make sure that everything is well incorporated and all the flavors get to know each other. And then we're gonna baste away. Every 30 minutes or so, you just wanna add a nice even layer of basting liquid to your pork shoulder. The goal here is to not let it dry out. I got lazy and went to a squirt bottle. This is much more efficient. And this is what our pork shoulder looks like at about a little bit more than the halfway point. Now it's time to wrap it now that we got all the color that we're looking for. So I'm putting it in a foil pan, adding a little bit more of that basting liquid. We're gonna wrap it tightly and put our food probe in it so we can track the temperature. You know that the pork shoulder is done when it probes in and out without much resistance like that. It's usually right around 203 degrees. Now the moment of truth. We're looking for a bone that slides out with very little resistance, as that one did there. And then if it's cooked properly and it's done, it should pull right apart with your hands. Try not to burn the hell out of your hands because this pork shoulder is still super hot. Those are the risks I take for you guys. As you can see here, this pork is shredding beautifully, perfectly cooked, super delicious. I'm going to show you guys a couple different preparations. We're going to go ahead and add the last bit of that basting liquid just to make sure everything's nice and moist. Coming up, I'm going to show you a barbecue sandwich and then also some pulled pork barbecue nachos. I went ahead and added some barbecue sauce. Feel free to use whatever your favorite sauce is for this. And again, get in there with your hands. That's why these gloves come in handy. Make sure each piece is beautifully coated in delicious barbecue sauce. And now it's time to build your sandwich. I'm using brioche buns, an absurd amount of pulled pork, a little bit of barbecue sauce, a nice dollop of coleslaw, and there we have it. That is a pulled pork sandwich. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cameraman must be hungry. That is one hell of a bite. It's important to feed your employees. All right, on to the nachos. Use whatever tortilla chips you like. I just got a big old family bag. We're gonna go ahead and make our cheese sauce. Got a little bit of milk. Got some queso that looks like it's infused with pepper jack cheese, which is awesome. Go ahead and give that a nice mix until it becomes the consistency of which you would get at a Mexican restaurant. Now we're gonna dice up some jalapenos, dice up a red onion, or a yellow onion, if that's what you got. We don't discriminate around here. Ladle on that cheese. Jesus Christ, this is food porn. Several handfuls of that barbecue. You can do this with pulled chicken also if you're into that. I've done it and it's delicious. Some shredded cheese because nobody's lactose intolerant in my household. Some of those diced jalapenos. And then copious amounts of sour cream. Little fresh lime juice just to brighten things up. And there you have it, folks. That's my pulled pork barbecue sandwich and pulled pork barbecue nachos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for your support.